everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Coming to the far sideline, down to the 45 to the 40, 35-30. Is there a flag on the play? I don't see one. 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown! Tennessee scores!
Yeah, the sun's burning fog off the Tennessee. The Vol Navy's making waves, and it's orange they bleed. Vol Nation's tailgating, and they're raring to go. Yeah, when Neyland gets to rocking, it's a hell of a show. And man, you won't believe.
What's up, everybody? We look forward to spending another Wednesday night with you on the 18th of September. Happy birthday to my beautiful daughter, Ella. Double digits, the Big Ten, the Spank, Josh, and Spur with me tonight, per usual.
That's right. Happy birthday, Ella, and happy
birthday
to my son, Skylar, who turned 11 on Sunday.
Happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday.
Kid's growing up on us fast.
Very fast.
Yeah, too fast.
There's 2 months before the best day of the year, you know.
What's
November
that?
the 16th. We're getting close on it.
That's the day deer season opens.
That's the best day of the year.
Best day of the year is this Saturday.
I have a great show lined up for y'all tonight, as always. Tennessee Volunteers are 3-0 this week after a very close victory over Kent State Saturday night.
Yeah, Vol Daddy, I got a little worried during that fourth quarter, but we somehow squeaked out a victory over a high school team.
Man, I think if we could have got our hands on some equipment, they might have let us play in that game. What do you think?
Probably had a play or two in me, probably.
We'd have probably scored.
Theo,
probably.
If Theo Vaughn was there, he'd have got in like he wanted to against Florida a couple years ago.
Where's Rudy when we need him?
Yeah.
We got
teach him to be onside.
got to experience a very fun game Saturday night. It's fun to go to them games and not really have expectations and just kind of enjoy it. Weather was perfect, but we have a huge game lined up this weekend. The SEC opener for our Tennessee Volunteers, a top 25 matchup. College game day will be in the house. It will be Oklahoma's first game as an SEC team. Josh Heupel will be returning home where he played quarterback, the place where Coach Heupel won a national championship, the place where he became runner-up to the Heisman Trophy, the place that he coached at for 10 years, also the place that he was fired. What a storyline this week.
Yep, the stage is set. It doesn't get much better for the first SEC game of 2024 for the Vols. You know, it's time to make another statement this Saturday.
Statement. Go get your statement win. Heupel's already said he's coming, and he's bringing hell with him.
To me, this is the game. We finally, after for so long, we're finally getting the media attention I think we deserve. Like anywhere you go on either SEC Network or ESPN, they're talking about Tennessee football. And I think this week is the week we kind of just put to bed any doubts that people might have about us.
That's right. Undoubtedly, we are the #1 game of the week this week.
Yep.
Without our sponsors, this show would not be possible. VFL Stephen Hensley Insurance and Realty, 865 Exterior Solutions, Hound Dogs Knoxville, Tennessee Trends, Freedom Motors, and the Vol Navy. So if you like our show, please thank our sponsors and give them your business. For tonight, we'll discuss Tennessee's opponent last week very briefly.
Just a little.
And then we'll dive into the Vol. We'll get in Vols deep, baby, into Oklahoma. Look into the future a little bit. We're going to give our thoughts, predictions, and keys to the Week 4 matchup in Norman, Oklahoma. We'll have our fan favorite, the football pick'ems. We'll go over.
Oh, boy.
We'll go over. Everybody wants to see y'all, I think.
Yeah, I think
It's
they do.
coming.
Yeah.
It's coming, guys.
It's coming. Steven's in here watching right now, waiting on it.
It's funny.
It's great.
We'll go over last week's football pick'em results. We'll announce our listener winner and who will receive the $25 gift card to Hound Dogs Knoxville. We're going to throw some decals in there as well. We'll also tell you how to play later in the show. Everyone can enter to play. Also, one of us are going to have to dip out of the cup of misfortune tonight. So the loser of last week's football pick'ems, Josh, Spanky, Spur, or myself, will have to draw our hand to the cup of punishments.
It can't be any worse than what we just went through.
And we can either do the dare, or we have to donate $25 to St. Jude's. As always, we have the norms. We have start, bench, cut, one word, over, under, and of course we have the duel. Josh, Spur, and Spanky will go at it head-to-head with 5 tough questions. The listeners will vote in the comments to determine the winner. So we'll need the opinions of our listeners to vote. So stick around for that. There's the belt, baby. Spanky holds the title.
He voted for himself 17 times last week.
Spanky has a lot. Spanky does have a lot of Facebook accounts.
I do a lot.
We're going to grade position groups from last week's game, and we'll give our opinion on if the team that showed up versus Kent State completed Neyland's game maxims. Shouldn't be too difficult this week.
No, we should fly right through that segment.
A quick segment.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll do, what's that, Chris? Who's the guy that does like the fastest 2 minutes or whatever?
Yeah. Chris Berman?
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Pull that name out.
I don't know how. I can.
Let's give a big shout out to our friend and Vol for Life, Stephen Hensley. Stephen is both a realtor and insurance broker. He can help answer any questions that you have about real estate. What's the market doing? Is it a good time to buy or sell? What's my home worth? Do I need to make improvements or repairs to get the most money? He covers about 60 miles around the Knoxville area for real estate. As an insurance brokerage, he can shop your home, auto, boat, RV, ATV, motorcycle, renters, landlord, Airbnb, you name it. He will find the best deal possible. Commercial and business insurance, whatever you want. Text or call him anytime, 865-742-1672. That's his direct number. Let's go ahead and hit the comment box. I guess some people's excited for this game that we got coming up.
Well, it looks like it.
We got a let's go from Tony Taylor. What's up, Tony?
What's up, Tony?
Matthew says, hey. We got a Go Gators in the comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Robin?
Wonder who that was.
Yeah.
It was Spanky.
John says, what's up? Denny says, go Vols. Liz says, hey. What's up, Liz? Matthew says, just got to go in and take care of business. Agreed.
100%.
Kimberly, she says, hey, guys, go Big Orange. Thank you for always listening to us, Kimberly. Tony says, Vols 45-17.
Ooh.
I like that.
Kelsey says, can't wait. Tyler says, let's go. Heading to Norman in the morning. I'll barely beat you. Ryan says, go Vols. Adam says, go Vols. Chad says, okay, Spanky, I'll comment on your belt stroking. They wouldn't give you the satisfaction.
I appreciate it.
If anybody's flying into Dallas Friday afternoon, y'all can just jump in the car and ride with me from there. Just saying.
Denny says the witnesses are dressed a little bit different tonight.
Just a little bit.
Just a tad. Those clothes were very uncomfortable.
We've already got 2,000 likes on TikTok. We appreciate y'all very much. As always, TikTok, you all get the short end of the stick. You get the backstage view.
At least you get the stick.
They won't let us stream
We're missing somebody tonight.
what we're doing on Facebook.
Don't.
So, yeah, no Edith so far.
Don't bring that into existence. Like
No Edith
Beetlejuice.
so far. Spanky's logging into that account right now as we speak.
Yeah, as we
Look
speak.
at it. Hey, look, you can dual stream it right here. Look.
If we do not see your comment, feel free to send it as many times as necessary until we do see it. We're not ignoring you. It's just hard to keep up with. We need a producer or something like that. But, I mean, maybe we are ignoring some of you. Just playing. But let's hit some news and
No,
notes.
you
Tennessee comes in at number 7 in the latest coaches poll and number 6 in the latest AP poll.
Moving on up, we're passing teams who haven't lost yet. We passed Missouri, Oregon, Penn State, USC, Utah, and Kansas State, and we're knocking on the door to top 5. And after seeing the performance of some of those other top 5 teams, I wouldn't be surprised to see Tennessee begin receiving some first place votes if we win this game Saturday.
Yeah, it's coming. I think this week we're going to start finding out who the pretenders are in that top 5 and top 10. Right now, I like where we're at, just simply because we got that chip.
I think if we win this game this week, that'll be huge for us, especially with next week's matchup of Georgia and Alabama. I think that will help us definitely with the rankings. Because anytime a top 4 team wins, somebody moves up, and I got a feeling we could move up next week.
Absolutely.
We've got a lot of Oklahoma people on TikTok. Snappy says, I'm just worried about how Tennessee hasn't played any competitive games yet, but good luck. Go Sooners.
Who's Oklahoma played?
Yeah, Oklahoma's not.
That Houston team, I tell you.
Man, they're tough.
Tulane, hey, look.
Watch out for that wave.
Hey, those born in the fire don't faint in the sun, and Oklahoma's been burning. I'm telling you.
Hey, Oklahoma, welcome to the SEC.
This same team played a top 5 defense in Iowa as well. Exact same team.
Yep.
So,
But look, that person from Oklahoma, they are right. You know, we've not really played any tough competition yet, and that's fine with me. So what's going to happen when this team that ain't played no tough competition yet comes in your house and beats you on your first night in the SEC? I want you to know, how is that going to feel on you that you just wasted your time commenting that? So thank you.
Yeah, Cade says Boomer and Nico ain't doing nothing on this defense.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we've heard that before.
Yep.
We've also got Oklahoma's got the best defense in the SEC.
We've heard that before, too.
SEC and Big 12 is different, buddy.
Yep.
We shall see. Let's go over the AP poll like we always do. Interrupt me when necessary. Number 1, Texas. They passed Georgia for the number 1 spot. I think that is well deserved.
Yep.
Very well deserved.
Not always so, especially after Georgia's lackluster performance there.
I'm surprised Georgia didn't drop us any further than they did.
Always horns down, but they deserve it. Georgia, UGA is number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost lost to Kentucky.
Yeah.
Should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have
Gave up,
lost to
yeah.
Kentucky.
Hey, Mark Stoops, 4th and 8 on the 47 with 3 minutes to go. Go for it.
Yeah, he Stoops got stupid. 3 Ohio State, 4 Alabama, 5 Ole Miss, 6 the Vols,
We coming.
7 Missouri, 8 Oregon, 9 Penn State, 11. Oh, I got Penn State on there twice for some reason. 11 USC, 12 Utah, 13 Kansas State, 14 Oklahoma State, 15 Oklahoma, 16 LSU, 17 Notre Dame, 18 Michigan, 19 Louisville. I still don't think Notre Dame and Michigan belong.
I don't either.
That's a media.
That's a name thing, yep.
Just my opinion. 20, we've got Iowa State, 21 Clemson, 22 Nebraska, 23 NIU. They keep moving up, baby.
There we go.
Keep coming.
24 Illinois and 25 Texas A&M.
The Aggies went to the swamp and got a win, and they're now in the top 25. I don't understand that one.
I don't think that's a deserving win to be in the top 25.
It's like they're giving the top 25 team to whoever had the worst win that week.
And, you know, teams are starting to show who they really are now. I love exactly where we see it in the polls. You know, win this game Saturday. Is it time to start saving some money from late December, early January?
Yeah, absolutely.
Boone says Oklahoma will do as good in the SEC as Wartburg did in the single A division.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
The single A division, we play double A.
I'll just read the comments, buddy. Snappy says Tennessee is overranked on TikTok. TikTok, get us up. We're 2.4 thousand likes already. We appreciate it very, very
Whoever
much.
said that, you'll see overranked come Saturday night.
Yeah, you'll see overranked. Yep. You'll see. For the TikTok people, you can hop on Facebook and catch the full show if you want to. Barrett says Mike Matthews will be playmaker in this game as he will likely get a dime package defensive back covering him.
He had a pretty good game.
He had a great game.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait to see more of him because that's the first time we've got to see him so far.
He's shifty.
Yeah, Danny Hall says go Vols. Jimmy says Tennessee's already up 14-0. I got a 38-20 Tennessee as well. We've also got This Is the Year from Justin Matthew. How about Alvin Kamara? Absolutely torched the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday, 180 yards, 4 touchdowns, and he also passed the 6,000-yard rushing mark in the NFL.
He's a dog. He's a dog.
He's finally, well, I say finally, but he's been elite, but he's proving it this year.
He's getting to be that number one back for the Saints.
Yes.
And I love it for Kamara. The Saints dominated the Cowboys. I hate that he's not on my fantasy team, and I had to play against him this week. Hey, Valdad, you had to play against him last week, didn't you?
He really, really hurt me bad.
hurt you.
Yeah. I was like a 88% chance to win until he decided to go off. So I appreciate that, Alvin. Morgan Wallen will pack Neyland Stadium
right.
on both September 20th and September 22nd. Super excited for all of you that will get to experience Morgan in Neyland.
That's right. Look, somebody got to stay behind and hold down the house in Neyland. Y'all go to Norman, I'll hold down the house.
Yeah, it should be a tremendous 2 concerts, about 100,000 people for each one of them. Keep Neyland rocking, guys. Just remember, $16 beer. Wow.
Make sure you're tailgating before the concert.
I have a solution for that. You know how you don't have to pay that much price?
Drink.
Don't drink.
Drink $8 Dasani.
Yeah. Just drink the water, buddy.
Let's see. Tennessee so far, 3rd in the country, number 2 in the SEC for scoring defense. Total defense, Tennessee is 2nd in the country and 1st in the SEC. Scoring offense, Tennessee is 1st in the country and 1st in the SEC. Total offense, 2nd in the country and 2nd in the SEC. Can Tennessee keep this up?
There's no reason why they can't. The competition does get tougher. And Oklahoma does have a very good, solid defense. I don't think they know what's coming for them Saturday night. Everybody, I'll tell you this, Oklahoma, you think Tennessee is one of those run and gun, pass, screen pass to the outside, do nothing offenses. We're run first. I hate to tell you. We're going to run it right down your throats, and then we're going to pass it over top of you.
Yeah, it's exactly what we're going to do. Everybody wants to say, well, Nico ain't got nothing for this. Have you looked at our running game? We had 3 running backs running for 100 yards the other night. Granted, it's Kent State. That's hard to do against anybody.
Mm-hmm. We had 450-plus yards of rushing last week?
Yes, 456 yards rushing.
Yeah, if you look at the stats, we're really not throwing the ball that much at all. So everybody wants to talk Nico. Keep sleeping.
The deadly thing is like we don't have to throw the ball yet. Like
we've not had to. Yeah,
no, we've just been playing the clock game now, just running it out for the other team.
We haven't even turned our playbook to page 2 yet this season. It's coming.
I don't think we went down to the second line yet.
It's been very, very vanilla. Tennessee set 2 modern records last Saturday versus Kent State, one being 71 points in a game, and the other being 740 total yards of offense. Modern era, that's going back to 1937. So, some big numbers.
They also set modern era record for points and a quarter and points and a half, too, I do believe, All Daddy. Yep. Unless you had that listed next, I hope not.
I tell you this, I couldn't imagine being from a Kent State player. Like, I've never been beat that bad in my life. I got beat 70-0 one time, but not 71-0. I couldn't imagine at one point.
Who beat you 70-0?
Cofield did. It's very ironic. I know. It's very ironic.
I was just wondering.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, thanks, Parker McKinney. Thank you, buddy.
We would.
Thank you, Hollywood.
We had Alcoa put 73 up on us one season, and it was demoralizing. No, it was not. It was
before him.
Randall Cobb was my years.
I'm a little bit older than that, Spanky.
Oh well, sorry, I said something else.
They only beat us 42-6. We went at halftime. It was 7-6, and they beat us 42-6.
Valdair, are you going to mention that first quarter?
Brandon wants to know how many quarters have the opponent not scored a touchdown. That would be 16 quarters.
Big Peyton Manning.
16. Let's talk about a very controversial topic here. Tennessee will add a 10% talent fee to ticket prices in 2025 and 2026 if approved by a federal judge. The 10% fee will go directly to the athletes. It will create around $22 million for athletes to get paid. Also, it's going to increase athletic scholarships, but there's also going to be a 4.5% increase that was already in place. So we're talking, if this gets approved, a 14.5% increase on single tickets and season tickets.
It's the cost of winning. That's what I'm going to say. It's the cost of winning. We got a great program right now, and I will say this about Danny White. He's being forthcoming. He's being transparent about it. He's not hiding anything. He's telling us right now, be prepared. This is coming. It's a new way of college athletics. Players are going to be paid. It's going to happen. So Tennessee has led the nation in all of these things, from the lawsuit over the NCAA to now doing talent feed to generate money to pay the players. It's coming. At least he's being honest about it.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta pay for all these players NIL somehow, and everywhere's doing it. It's not just Tennessee; it's everywhere. These big colleges, your Alabamas, your Georgias, whatever, they're going to do the same exact thing, or already have done the same exact thing. If you don't, you're going to get left behind.
And let's also be honest. There's some cities. Let's take I believe Dallas, for instance. Dallas has a 13% entertainment tax on top of all their tickets. It's just another one of those taxes that's not really a tax.
Yeah, I hate it for the common fan. I just hate it for them because ticket prices, let's be honest here, they're outrageous as they are right now. I couldn't imagine what they're going to jump up to, but I get it. That's the cost of living. That's just the cost of winning, too. More important, things are just going to be more. I just hate it in that aspect. And another thing, too, that I kind of want to know more information, but I also don't because it's not my business, but it says it's going to the athletes. Well, some of them athletes, I'd rather it go to the athletes that your third-string guys, your fourth-string guys, who are not getting all this big NIL money from all these donors and all that stuff. Why don't we give it to them guys, too, instead of the guys who are making 8 figures and all that stuff?
I do believe this is going to be like a base pay for all the athletes.
It'll be a base.
This is on top of their NIL.
Okay.
I will say this. What concerns me about it is this fee on the original purchaser only, like up front the first time a ticket is sold, or if I decide to sell my tickets back on Ticketmaster as a resale ticket, will that talent fee be added onto that cost as well?
I'm sure it will because
if you
Ticketmaster and whoever else has them fees because of fee,
Right.
If you didn't have to pay the fees, it wouldn't be as bad.
No.
That's like buying Spurs Oklahoma tickets. We're talking, we got some really good seats, but we're talking $120 per ticket just in fees. Yeah. That's not taxes.
That's insane.
That's just fees.
That's insane.
Yeah.
At least the only good thing about Ticketmaster is they do payment plans. That's the only good thing about it. You can pay in 4 or 6, bro.
Maybe I should have done that.
I would. Hey,
you can pay in 10.
Yeah.
Hey, look who's here.
Yeah. Edith has made it. Bam, bam. What did I miss? Nothing. You're good. You're good, Edith. I want to thank my friend Amy Maxwell, Tennessee Trends. Amy specializes in both junior and women's clothing. Her game day clothing is amazing. Clothes, shoes, and accessories. Go check her stuff out at Hound Dogs Knoxville. You can't miss it. If you want your kids to stand out and look great, ladies, if you all want to stand out and look great and not have that same outfit, the same shirt as every other woman inside Neyland Stadium, you need to check out the Tennessee Trends line. Check Tennessee Trends inside of Hound Dogs Knoxville or on Amy's Facebook page. Amy's awesome. She's Evolve for Life. Support her. Support small business. And buy local. Let's go over some offensive stats. Again, let's Chris Berman this little segment. We do it every week, so we're not going to stray just because we destroyed Kent State. Tennessee ran the ball as a team for 456 yards on 55 carries. That's 8.3 yards per carry with 10 different rushers. Deshaun Bishop led the way. 7 carries, 120 yards. That's averaging 17.1 yards per carry. He also had 2 touchdowns. Dylan Sampson had 13 carries for 101 yards. That's his, fourth game in a row? Mm-hmm. Fourth 100-yard game in a row. Again, Dylan had 4 touchdowns. Peyton Lewis.
In one half,
yeah. And Peyton Lewis had 10 carries for 99 yards. That's 9.9 yards per carry. Listen, we're not going to go through all 10 rushers, but overall thoughts on Tennessee's perfect rushing offense last week?
You took the words right out of my mouth, man. 456 yards rushing is insane, no matter who you're playing. It is crazy. 8.3 yards a carry. What do you do with that?
Yeah.
I mean, you line up and run it until they stop it, and that's what we did.
We've talked about James Pierce and Nico Iamaleava as potential Heisman Trophy candidates. At what point are we going to start talking about Dylan Sampson for the same thing? I mean, 4 touchdowns in the first half on the ground for Sampson. The kid's phenomenal so far this season. And then, we talk about Bishop, the local product at Carnes High School. Mm-hmm. 17 yards per attempt. I mean, that's pretty crazy. I know Kent State's inferior, but 65 points in the first half is pretty unheard of.
Usually that's a final score type of game. Not a
Oh yeah.
half. Hey, I'll give Kent State this. At least they didn't lay down and quit. Like, they offered them the mercy.
Yeah,
They did.
They tried. Yeah, they tried to give them the mercy rule, but they did not want it.
I tell you, that mercy rule, it goes by fast. It really does.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. A+ from everybody.
A+,
for the rest of the
yeah.
game.
Plus, yeah.
Tennessee through the air, only 16 completed passes for 284 yards and 3 touchdowns. Nico was 10 for 16, a touchdown with 173 yards passing. Gaston Moore, 4 for 4, 94 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jake Merklinger, 2 for 5 with 17 yards passing. Go ahead and just give your opinion on the passing. And, again, I understand it's quick. It was a blowout, but this is what we do each week. So
Nico just, went in there, effortlessly just threw 173 yards in a quarter and a half.
Yeah, other than Nico taking a couple of unnecessary hits that made me uncomfortable, especially that last one he took, I could think of 2 throws that wasn't just perfect, and that long pass to Brazel, the 57-yarder, was just beautiful.
I'm gonna give I'm gonna give it an A+. Like, obviously, like, Nico was in what? He was in the first quarter and what was it? Halfway through the second quarter.
yeah, it was.
He was in and out. They were emptying the bench at quarterback. Old Navy got in there. Like, they were just
Who was-
throwing.
No,
They were throwing
Fifth
everybody.
string got in
The
there.
fifth
Fifth string
guy.
got it.
I was getting. They almost put the 6th string in. They don't even have one, but I feel like,
I'm fairly certain the water boy threw a pass.
yeah, like when you're that into it, it's an A+ for me. When you're doing all that, it's an A+ for me. When you're getting them little guys in, go ahead.
Hey, and I'll tell you, we talked about Nico. Gaston Moore looked the part as well.
That's 100% QBR right there. 4 for 4, 94 yards.
Can't
and
ask
2
for no
touchdowns.
better.
You can't ask for anything better than that.
So A+ around the board for quarterbacks. Hit our receivers now. Dante, not going to go all through all 11 receivers that got receptions. Dante Thornton, 2 catches, 64 yards. Chris Brazel, 2 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown. 5-star Mike Matthews, true freshman. Finally got to see him, man. 2 catches, 35 yards, and a touchdown. Miles Kitzelman, a catch for 15 yards and a touchdown. Still using them tight ends. Overall thoughts and grades for the receiving core.
A+. The only drop we had was that one over the middle of the squirrel, and I think it was just a little bit behind him.
Yeah, we're so deep it's funny. I want to see a little more separation this week. I'll land a few more of those deep throws, but overall, there's no complaints when you score 65 points in 2 quarters.
No, A+ is well. Like what can you really complain about? There ain't nothing you can complain about. Move on.
Yep, stats speak for themselves. A+ here. We'll get your comments as soon as we get done with the stats. Go ahead and grade the offensive line. A+ for me. But we've got a big challenge this week. The Oklahoma defensive line is good.
We'll give you an A+ this week, but hey, you better pack your lunches.
A+ for me. 456 yards speaks for itself.
Yep. Can't say anything different.
Tennessee on defense, believe it or not, only 2 tackles for loss.
We didn't have to.
I know, I'm just saying that's crazy. Held Kent State, only 58 pass yards and 54 rush yards. We did do a really good job on 3rd down. Kent State was 2 for 12 on 3rd down.
Yeah. The new Jumbotron was sitting right beside Josh and I. We're up there in section PP, and I remember turning and looking at it, and it said that we had something like 375 total yards, and Kent State had negative 29 at the time, and we was just laughing. Total yards. So yeah, you can't say anything but A++ on a shutout.
Yeah, all around. We usually do position groups, but again, we're going to go through this quick. All A+ around the board. If you disagree, if you disagree, feel free to speak your mind, Spanky. Tennessee on special teams, again, perfect. We had 5 punt returns for 106 yards. That's a 21.2 return average. 2 for 2 for field goals, 9 for 9 extra point. Again, A+. Perfect.
A+.
I will say this.
Hold on. I like the onside kick up by 30. I like it.
Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, they seen the hole and they.
Guys, listen.
That's the most Spanky thing ever to do.
I'm just going to tell you.
That's what he does. That's what he does in Little League all the time.
We can't even onside kick, but if we could, I would.
I guarantee you, Coach Heupel informed the Kent State organization coach prior to coming to the Neyland Saturday that Tennessee had planned to run an onside kick at some point in that game. To just be aware that they would probably do that. It's a live practice rep. It's all it is.
Yep.
You know, and it worked to perfection.
I didn't have a problem with it either because this is how I look at it in the game of football. Whatever you do in the second half or the first half, if you don't like it, don't stop it. Now you can run up on someone in the second half. That's different.
Yeah.
First half, it's fair game, and I'm sure that special teams coordinator and Heupel told that kicker, hey, if you see this, if you see a gap in the field, you take that chance. Okay, don't even let us call it. But if you see it and you feel comfortable with it, you onside kick.
I'm
there.
sure they seen it on
That's
film.
coached,
seen it on film, and they said, okay, well, this is what they're doing. So
Wasn't it a very similar onside kick a couple of seasons ago that won us a game with the same formation? What game was that? Where we onside kicked and got the ball back and then scored. It was in Neyland. We was there.
Nah, I couldn't tell you.
I'm unsure.
I'll have to go back
But it
and
was
look.
the same formation. The two guys in a big gap, and we hit right in the gap.
Jesse says, I'm in Norman. Where's everyone? I'll be there shortly. Edith says, did we talk about Wartburg getting blown out by Oneida yet?
It was 6-0.
It wasn't a blowout.
Chad says, what have y'all heard on Hurd? I haven't really heard
blowout,
nothing. I
man.
heard last week that basically they're just going to let him rest, but he was good. Coach Ryan Jackson is feeling Edith's head full.
Going back to special teams, I forgot to mention, I do wish our punters would have done a little bit of a better job out there. I feel like they could have done better. You know what I mean? I feel like they could have contributed more to the team.
Yeah, they really put us in a hole out there.
I think I seen Jackson Ross handing Nico a water bottle.
Austin
at some
says,
point.
sorry I'm late. Go Vols. Oh, you're good, man. We are pretty much just getting started.
I really hate it for Jackson Ross's NIL deal. You know that company ain't getting any notice at all.
Leslie says, wish I was going to the game this weekend. Let's see. Terry says the ticket increase will mostly affect the aftermarket West Tennessee fan that must also purchase housing, gas, and food for a game. I'm on the waiting list, and hopefully I'll become a season ticket holder. Until then, I'll continue to make a game or two each season somehow. Go Vols.
Again, we don't quite know how this will affect the aftermarket yet, the secondary market. So we shall see.
Yeah, it's rough. It's hard being a fan. I mean, it's hard being anything right now.
I see.
I should have got season tickets back when I was in 5th grade.
Yeah, when
Just like I should have bought a house when I was in 5th grade too.
yeah.
Edith says you can't be talking about that PP section around me, Spur.
You know,
I knew she'd say something like that.
Edith, Jerry, it was good to see you Sunday.
Almost 5,000 likes on TikTok. Switching back over here, we're primarily on Facebook. We got a bunch of Oklahoma fans in here. Hoping for a good game this weekend. Nico and that offense are rolling. That's what Devin says. Boomer. We've got some Hook'em comments in there as well. Horns down, Aaron. But he also said Oklahoma sucks. So
We can agree on that.
We appreciate y'all very much, TikTok.
Got a couple of texts in the text line. A Go Vols from North Alabama. And, hey, Aubrey here. Does Josh Heupel watch our show? Aubrey, we're going to say he does.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll say he does. He might not. I don't
We're
know.
going to get him to do a little promo for us next year regardless. So, I don't know. Spanky did see him out one day, and he asked where the Vol Daddy was.
He did. It was at coach's clinic. He wanted to know where he was.
So, he might. You never know. All right, let's go over General Neyland's game maxims. Again, super, super quick. We'll go over each one and agree or disagree if that maxim was reached last week. The team that makes the fewest mistakes will win.
Yep.
Yep.
Play 4, make the breaks. When one comes your way, score.
71 points.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If at first the game or breaks go against you, don't let up. Put on more steam.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Protect our kickers, our quarterback, our lead, and our ball game.
Eagle got hit
Yeah.
twice. He didn't need
Yep.
to.
Ball, Oski, cover, block, cut, slice, pursue, and gang tackle for this is the winning edge.
Yeah.
Shutout.
Yep.
Press the kicking game. Here's where the breaks are made.
Onside kick 30-0.
Yeah.
Carry the fight to our opponent and keep it there for 60 minutes.
I think we just
30
scored
minutes.
Yeah.
again.
30 minutes was enough.
They didn't even shorten it.
Who's your MVP for last week's game versus Kent State? This is so hard.
Deshaun Bishop.
That's mine choice as well.
7 carries, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns.
17.1 average.
That's insane.
I don't think we can. I think everybody agrees. I think that was the clear favorite right there.
And you know what? I have a second choice. I want to choose the crowd at Neyland Stadium. 101,000 people for that game, and you know what? They stayed.
Yeah.
There was,
Yeah.
It was still crowded 71-0 at the end.
I will admit something. Okay, I was not at the game. I watched the tail end of it because we had the Little League games up here. But I will admit it was about 5 minutes left in the game in the fourth quarter. I did switch the game over to Georgia, Kentucky because there was about maybe a minute left, and I wanted to see if Stoops could pull off the upset.
We had it pulled up.
I will
on our
say
phone
one thing.
watching the stadium.
It's good. I'm glad you mentioned that, Spanky, because I will say that Wi-Fi inside Neyland Stadium worked very well because there was 40,000 phones watching that game at the same time.
Yep.
They should have had it up on the Jumbotron. You know?
They did.
They did at one point.
They did several
wow.
times.
Yeah. Gatlin says Sooners on top. Chad wants to know what part of Tennessee we're from. East Tennessee.
Cole Vegas, baby.
We're about 45
No argument
minutes
from
west of
Josh.
Knoxville.
Josh is from Cole Vegas, too.
No.
305 says Vols are trash on TikTok. Javier says go Vols from
Javier.
South Florida.
AVR.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'll say it however the hell I want to say. It's my show.
That's a fair statement, man.
Safe travels to Norman. Slow Right Creative says. We appreciate that very much. We're live on both Facebook and TikTok. We'll upload the live video on our YouTube channel after the show. Also, the audio version will be uploaded wherever you prefer to get your podcast. You can also rewatch on Facebook. We look forward to hearing from all of our live listeners. We're going to take a commercial break. Stick with us. We'll be right back. I want to thank Hound Dogs Knoxville for sponsoring our podcast. This locally owned and operated Tennessee sports store is your go-to hometown store for all of your Tennessee needs, whether it be clothing, hats, accessories for your car, boat, office, tailgate, pets, or even your kids. They have what you need at Hound Dogs. Check them out at hdknoxville.com. We'll be right back. Much more coming your way. Don't even think about scrolling unless you're a fake Tennessee fan. And hit that share button for us if you don't care. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Vol Daddy. I want to give a big shout out to the Fairview Union. Great musicians, local people. Chad's from my hometown. They were gracious enough to let us use their music for our podcast. Make sure you check them out. They're huge Tennessee fans. You won't be disappointed. Let's hear them play.
Man, you won't believe that roar when the boys find the checkerboard. The big orange is back. It's a fact. Volunteers, where you at? Get loud, stay proud. Send a message to the crowd. Y'all better get used to the fact. The big orange is back on track. Coach Heupel, where you at? Getting it done, having fun. Power team #1. Y'all better get used to the fact. The big orange is back.
Freedom Motors is the local pre-owned car dealer who does more for you than any other dealer around. You want convenience? You can check out their entire line of vehicles online at freedommotors.tn.com. And when you find what you like, they'll bring the vehicle right to your door. That's a dealer who cares about you and your time. Shop Freedom Motors today, and let's get you in your new ride.
Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom rolling. On down the line.
We're back.
And we're back. Make sure to check us out on all podcast platforms. If you've missed any of our show or want to re-listen, we have a lot of viewers, but our audio format numbers are absolutely through the roof right now. This would not be possible without our sponsors. We want to give our friends at 865 Exterior Solutions a big shout out. These guys can do it all. Roofing, siding, framing, decks, windows, doors. Matt, Swole, Cole, and Chandler, they can handle any project you can throw at them. I know one thing, it's damn near impossible to get people to show up and to actually want to work these days. And if you do find them, getting them to actually show up is a whole new ball game. Call 865 Exterior Solutions, 865-399-3547 or 865-292-1772. That's the number to call. Let them know the Vols Deep podcast sent you.
Yeah, I seen some of their work this week, Val Daddy, and it was pretty tremendous. They took looked like a duplex that just looked completely run down. Now it looks brand new. So they do fantastic work.
Yeah, they are awesome. Just great people all the way around. and we're very picky about who we let sponsor too. So
Yeah.
we're not just in it for the dollars.
But we appreciate it.
Yeah.
We do appreciate it.
We do appreciate it.
All right, that brings us to start, bench, cut. If you don't know how this works, you'll figure it out, hopefully, if you've got common sense. Start, bench, cut. Today, Spanky, look at him. He's already drooling over there, baby. Anything to do with food. Today is National Cheeseburger Day. Woo! What is the best? What is the best cheeseburger topping? Tomato, onion rings, or bacon?
I'll go first here since I'm the one with the most knowledge and dignity about this topic. It's obvious. It's bacon. There's nothing better than a bacon cheeseburger. Bacon was made for breakfast. It was made for lunch. It was made for dinner, and it was made for burgers. Best topping out there. Second is the onion ring. If you're feeling kind of spicy and want a little kick and excitement to your life, you put an onion ring on there. You know, you like them as sides at Sonic, but man, if you're just feeling out there, you just put it right on that burger. It's really good. Then I'm gonna cut this one because I don't like it. Like, I know I get it. I like ketchup on my burgers, but tomatoes, nah, it don't do it for me.
Well, see, you started off good. You know, the bacon, that's the number one option.
How you like
right
your
there.
bacon, hard or soft?
Gotta be crunchy.
It's
gonna be done.
I'm not going to answer that question the way you
That's why I
asked
said
it,
it
buddy.
crunchy. That's why I said it crunchy. I seen what you was
Oh, you
putting down.
pervs. Pervs. You know what I meant.
You know Edith's sitting
Well,
there thinking.
Yeah,
what can I-
Yeah, you set that up for Edith.
Yeah, you did.
She got excited over
Well,
there.
like I said, I'm going to start bacon. I'm going to bench tomato. There ain't nothing like a good juicy tomato on there. I love a good tomato on my burger. And I like onion rings on my burger, but you got to cut something here.
Cut the tomato. Everybody cuts a tomato.
Well, I'm going to start.
Yeah, when you put it on your
I'm
hamburger.
also going to start bacon. It's the king of the bacon cheeseburger. Nothing else can be said. It's the best thing to put on a burger. Period. I'm going to bench tomato. I like the way you spell it here, Valdaddy. And I'm cutting the onion ring.
What kind of onion ring we talking about here? Because there's different type of onion rings. You got the Sonic onion ring, a Hardee's onion ring, a Burger King onion ring.
It's an onion ring.
It's
Nah,
just
there's
an
different
onion ring. Burger King has the best onion ring.
That's right. That
but-
little zesty sauce they got with, oh my gosh, they'll send you to heaven and back.
But anyway, I'm starting bacon. I'm going to bench onion ring. I'm going to cut tomato because I'm allergic to tomatoes.
Oh, well.
Fun
man,
fact.
I know that.
Fun fact.
I bet
Yep.
VeggieTales scared you as a child.
No, I wasn't allergic then. Sorry, trying to hit these comments. Also says start onion rings, bench bacon, cut tomatoes.
I can't believe someone didn't start a bacon.
That's
The only thing better than bacon is bacon bits sprinkled on bacon.
That's right. Whenever I go fine dining, I just tell them put a thing of bacon bits in my thing, and I just eat it with my hands.
Hey, Valdaddy, we do have a comment we probably need to mention. A Sharif says, what does it feel like to be at a Tennessee game? Never been to one, wants to go so bad. It's indescribable. You just got to come.
Yeah, all the people that brag about just, I'm watching it on TV, and I'm just like, you don't know what you're missing.
It's different.
And it would tell you, it's different for a game like Kent State than it is for a Florida or Alabama. It's it's a completely different stadium.
Yeah, it'll still be good, like first quarter, but
it's our home away from home.
yeah, if you go to a big game, it's different. I don't know how to explain it.
The biggest Tennessee game I've been to was either probably last year, South Carolina, or probably about 6 or 7 years ago against Georgia when we wore the smoky gray jerseys. Todd Gurley got hurt, second play of the game. That was a big game.
Yeah.
Hit the TikTok again. Almost 5,000 likes on there. We appreciate y'all very much. We're getting some people are upset we're not reading comments. Y'all get they won't let us stream what we're doing. If you want us to see everything you do, hop on Facebook under Vols Deep, and we'll do it there. Landon says, how much y'all beating Oklahoma by? I'm saying 14+. I agree. We'll give our predictions towards the end, but agree. I think it's going to get ugly, especially towards the end. Jake says, I bet the Gators still find a way to beat y'all.
You shouldn't even read that comment.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you gotta help them make it.
It's not the same Florida team that we're used to.
We will see. We will see. Start, bench, cut. Which group will make the most impact versus Oklahoma? The offense, the defense, or special teams?
I think the defense is going to come out and have something to prove. All this talk of the Oklahoma defense, they're going to come out a little angry, and I think defense will be the one making the most plays. Then we'll go offense for my bench, and I'm going to go special teams. I'm going to cut them.
Guys, I'm starting the offense. I think we've heard all week long about how Oklahoma's got this big, fierce defense, and Tennessee's not going to be able to run the ball, and Tennessee's not going to be able to throw the ball. Guess what? Yes, we are. And I'm starting the offense. The defense is going to do what our defense does. We're going to dominate again. We're going to hold Oklahoma to under 20 points, and I'm going to cut to special teams because it's going to be a non-factor again because the game's going to be over with by the third quarter.
Not so fast, my friend. I'm going to start the special teams. Because this is what I think is going to happen. We're going to get the ball first. Mm-hmm. We're going to score. Mm-hmm. We're going to get the momentum off of special teams. And that's going to set the tone for the game. I'm not saying it's going to happen first, early in the game, but special teams will turn the tide, the momentum in the game, where Oklahoma will then be like, okay, we're screwed. We're going to hang our hats. And I think special teams, and I'm not just saying this because I coach special teams, but special teams is the most important group, I feel like, besides the linemen on the field. It makes or breaks ball games. It builds momentum, and everybody knows the scariest thing in the game of football is momentum. Next, I'm going to go with the defense. I feel like they got something to prove. Even though we're getting high praise for it, they still want to just keep being aggressive. Then next is the offense because Oklahoma's defensive line is pretty good. So I'm excited to see how that offensive line matches up with that.
I'm going to start the defense. I think we continue to live up to the hype. I just think they're going to control the game like we've done pretty much all year so far. I'm actually benched the special teams. I think consistent special team play could be a big factor in a close game. We talk about Jackson Ross's fake all the time.
It's coming.
Is this the game that we're going to get the big fake?
Oh, Daddy's waiting until he does it at home.
These away games, sometimes it comes down to the field goal. So I don't know, a lot of people might think it's crazy, but that's what I'm going to bench. I'm going to cut the offense just because I think we're good enough to let the others carry if need be. So, Pierce is going to be pivotal, Robert says. Mm-hmm. Defense still don't allow Kale says the defense still doesn't allow a point.
If that happens, we might need to be booking some reservations.
Yeah, I probably would. Jeff says defense, specifically the linebackers keeping the quarterback from running.
Now, if that happens, we're having a home game.
If that happens, we're probably getting a bye.
Yeah.
Barrett says blitz packages that we haven't showed too much yet.
Blitz.
I predict a 5 to 6 sack game. Jamie says, Spur, y'all look like true Jehovah Witnesses out there.
Jamie,
just
stick tuned because the video's coming here in a few minutes on the podcast, and it's pretty good.
Stick around because we got about a 4-minute video of it, and it is good.
I apologize in advance. We have a disclaimer.
We'll get more into it later.
Yep.
Austin says Nico gonna Nico, Samson gonna Samson, and our defense is gonna hammer them. They only put up 14 points on a lousy Houston team. I agree, Austin. I agree 100%.
Exactly.
Robin says Tennessee 34-20. That's in the ballpark.
That's a Florida fan saying that.
Yeah. That's in the ballpark that I'm at. 5,000 likes on TikTok. We'll try to get to the comments very shortly. Got multiple platforms we're trying to work on here. All right, who is the best team in the ACC right now? Clemson, Miami, or Louisville?
Going into the year, I thought people was crazy about this Miami hype, and so far they're proving it. I'm going to start Miami. Next I'm going to go with Clemson, and then I'll cut Louisville just because Clemson's played Georgia. And, yeah, they didn't do great against them, but at least they scored on them. Louisville's just had some cupcakes. Until Louisville proves something, I'm just going to cut them.
Well, I'm going to start Miami. I'm with you on that.
You?
Yeah. I see what you did there. The beginning of the year, I thought people was crazy. Miami, whatever. I'm going to bench Louisville, undefeated. That's what I went with. And I'm going to cut Clemson. I just think Dabo's done.
Yep. I start Miami, I bench Louisville, and I cut Clemson because until Clemson gets rid of Dabo, there's never going to be anything again because he doesn't like the NIL, and that's the way it is these days.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to start Miami. I'm benching Louisville, and I'm cutting Clemson. Austin says Miami is the start, Clemson is the bench, and Louisville is the cut. You think Louisville's going to lose this weekend, Austin? Let's see. Barrett says Miami is offensive, but Louisville has the best ACC defense.
Thank you for coming over from TikTok, Bailey. Thank you.
Thank you, Bailey. Yeah, we try to do our best on TikTok, but it's impossible.
Bailey.
They won't let us stream what we do there.
Bailey can see us all now.
Yeah.
Total points over under 58. I'll take the over.
I'd take the over.
That's about right.
One thing I learned, Tennessee, take the over.
But we'll get more into
we'll get our
predictions.
official prediction here in a little bit.
All right, start bench cut. These helmets.
Gosh.
The smoky gray, the dark mode, or the orange
It's easy for me.
with a power T.
It's easy for me. I'm starting this year's smoky gray. I'm benching the dark mode, and I'm cutting the orange.
I'm going kind of the same here. Smoky, they're just beautiful helmets.
Over the black.
It was hard. Those was the hardest ones.
Figured you like the black.
I love the black, but I'm going to bench the black. But I'm going to cut the orange because we know how I feel about the orange.
I think everybody knows what my favorite helmet is. It's no secret, ain't that right, Bo?
Same one you're wearing.
No, this one I will say. Here we go. To me, this is how I'm going to say it. We're going to start every one of them.
You're starting the orange one?
Because I love every one of them. But if I had to pick, it's going to go, I love the orange. I love the orange helmet. It just pops. It's beautiful. Cannot wait to see the all-orange look. It's going to happen. Next, I'm going to go, and I hate this because I love the black. I do. I love the black. There's nothing better than orange and black. There's nothing better. It's a beautiful look. But I'm going to go with the smoky gray just because the meaning behind it and the design with the mountains, all that stuff. And then just the black ones. I love it so much. This is how we're going to go. Orange, smoky gray, black, white. It's a hard topic for me to discuss.
God. I'm starting the dark mode. I'm starting the black. I'm going to bench the smoky gray, and I'm going to cut the orange. I love the orange, though. I want to see it again so bad. But if I had to cut one, it would be the orange.
I'm really glad Spanky isn't drinking this Red Bull.
Sorry, Adderall shortage in America. What are we going to do about it?
Adderall shortages.
You're going to bust some eardrums tonight, Spanky.
Yeah, you are.
Jordan says you start. Sorry, there's a lot of comments. Jordan says start orange, you bench black, you cut smoky.
Ooh.
Robert says you start orange, you bench smoky, you cut black. We got another to the orange as well. Bailey says orange breeches.
Orange helmets, white jerseys, orange breeches.
No, it's all orange. And orange pants, all orange jersey, and an orange helmet.
Well, yes, I agree. That's how we need to do for home. But I say this weekend.
We will see. We'll see. I'm excited. They haven't announced it yet.
They have not. That makes me wonder.
Yep.
These SEC start bench cut these SEC teams right now: Alabama, Ole Miss, Georgia.
Ole Miss is the start. Yeah, it's obvious. Ole Miss has got a really, really good team. They paid for it, so they better have it. I'm going to bench Georgia. They barely beat Kentucky, but they're still better than the Tide.
Guess what? Georgia's losing 3 games this year.
3?
They're losing 3. They're losing to Ole Miss, they're losing to Alabama, and they're losing to Tennessee.
Wow.
Ooh.
So I have Ole Miss as my start, I have Bama as my bench, and I have Georgia as my cut.
When I was doing my notes earlier today, I thought I was going to shock everybody and say Ole Miss. But it turns out I was wrong on that assessment. I'm going to start Ole Miss. I'm going to cut Georgia. And I'm going to bench Georgia and I'm going to cut Alabama. My reasoning behind this is Ole Miss has looked dominant in every game. Mm-hmm. There was a team last week, Wake Forest, paid them not to play them next year. That's how bad they beat them. Mm-hmm. And Georgia, Alabama, they've struggled past couple of weeks.
Let's see how it is next year at Ole Miss when Lane Kiffin's coaching at Florida.
You calling
No,
that right
don't
now?
say that. I hope that don't happen.
I just don't think he leaves. The more I think about it, the more I just don't
Why
think
would
he
you?
leaves.
I don't think.
He's got it made.
He does have it made.
He's probably waiting on Heupel to leave. I'm gonna
Take it. I take it.
I'm gonna start Ole Miss. I'm gonna bench Alabama, and I'm cutting Georgia.
We don't give a piss about the Tide. And we hate them Bulldogs.
Oklahoma whooping them this weekend. Chief Fleas or something like that says. It says on TikTok. We got another boomer from Micah on TikTok. Brandon says he's got $1,000 on Tennessee winning by 20.
Give
I like
him
it.
a leave if they only offer him a midnight flight. Overnight flight.
That's good. Jamie says, look the game of the year, Florida State versus Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Battle of Unwinless.
Yeah, they already announced that they're putting that on Lifetime.
The winning team fires their coach at the end of the year. Whoever wins the game fires their coach.
yep.
8 a.m. 8 a.m. Lifetime. That will be Florida State. I want to thank my friend Amy Maxwell, Tennessee Trends. Amy specializes in both junior and women's clothing, shoes, accessories. It's not too late, even though football season started. Check her stuff out at Hound Dogs, Knoxville. You can't miss it, right in the middle of the store. If you want to look great, if you want your kids to look great, if you want to stand out, go check out her stuff on Facebook, Tennessee Trends, or go check it out inside of Hound Dogs. All right, let's play one word. The rules are very simple. I give a name, an item, a thing. You give me the first word that comes to mind when you hear it. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Oklahoma Sooners.
Next.
Victims.
Crimson.
I like that one, Spanky. I'm going to go Heupel. Boomer Sooner.
Good old J.R. Jim Ross.
It's one word.
I don't care.
That's a whole
Shut up.
sentence.
I can say what I want.
Oh, my God.
No, he can because it's his show. You can't.
I'm the second longest tenured person on the show. Jim Ross. Oh, shit.
Bandwagon.
Stupid.
What, his answer or what you were saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Just wanna make sure.
I don't even know what a boomer sooner is.
I actually looked it up. I found it on TikTok the other day.
I really want to put Oregon Trail just because their wagon falls over. But I'm just going to go wagon. We'll just go
Rock
wagon.
me, mama, like a wagon.
Bob Stoops.
Visor.
Fulmer.
Mark.
I'll explain it. Bob Stoops is Oklahoma's Philip Fulmer.
He's the Jerry Jones of Oklahoma.
All right.
Remember that time he came in when Lincoln Riley left before the bowl game? He just took over like that never happened.
XFL.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant.
Mamba.
I just put Laker.
Legend.
I'm going to go as icon. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Glass.
Trailblazer.
What?
Like the what?
I have what? Let's go.
What?
Let's just go Finger.
What?
Luke Combs.
Beer.
Mine was beer.
Shotgun.
Let's go Appalachia. Tennessee defensive coordinator Tim Banks.
Growth.
Feared.
16.
16's a good one.
It is a good one.
16's a good one. I'm gonna go underrated. He's done a lot with that.
He really has.
He's done a lot with very little.
And Heupel has give him the time to do that.
865 Exterior Solutions.
Trustworthy.
Best.
Work.
I'm going to go appreciative. Tennessee defensive lineman Tyree West.
Underrated.
Beast.
Monster.
I'm going to go sleeper. The New York Jets.
I get this is 2 words, but Adam Sandler.
I thought about Adam Sandler.
Steel.
Aaron.
They're still the Jets.
I had Sandler wrote down. I'm just going to go win for that big dub they got against the Titans.
Yeah. Will Levis gave it to him again.
Here you go.
Hey, Titans, you could have had Hendon Hooker.
Stupid.
Freedom Motors is owned and operated by Chris Looper, top-notch pre-owned car dealership located at 7765 Maynardville Pike in Knoxville. Freedom Motors will do more for you to get the deal done than any other dealership around. If you want convenience, you can check out their entire inventory online at freedommotorstn.com. Once you pick the vehicle that is right for you, they can even deliver the vehicle right to your door. Check out Freedom Motors today and keep freedom rolling. Let's hit the comment box real quick.
You got a bunch of the one words.
We got a Gruden to Florida.
I think he's done coaching.
You never know, man. You never.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a bunch of the one-worders. Levis is a bum. Yes, I agree,
Yes,
Jesse.
Agreed.
yes.
Hey, I'll give Will Levis this. I wish the Titans would play the Broncos because I really do think that Will Levis would be the best player we have on our team.
Probably.
That's funny right there, Spain.
Robin says Kiffin will not leave. He will be coaching in the playoffs during his hiring cycle.
Yeah, that is a good point. I do think nowadays it's hard to get I think it's now harder to get a coach that's going to the playoffs.
It really is.
Chase says, will Sunbelt Billy make it to Neyland?
Yep.
It might be his last game.
I think he will, just based off his contract they was talking about on the radio.
Welcome to Neyland Stadium.
Let's hit the
where
TikTok.
people's dream comes to die.
We're over 5,000 likes on TikTok. We appreciate y'all very much.
Keep them coming, guys.
We got the Vols are about to be exposed
We've heard that before.
About to expose you.
from Caden.
Hey, Vol Daddy, we're right at that 1 hour. Does Spank need to reset that?
It's still going as of now. Tony says 52-28 Vols in a stunner.
That's not a stunner.
That's not a stunner.
You know why we ain't going to be exposed? Because we're going to have our belt buckles tightened up extra tight.
Jeremy says the Vols won't have the opportunity to onside kick up 30 this week. Yeah, we'll do it when we're up 40.
Yeah.
We'll do it for Stoops.
Yeah, and if you don't like it,
Big game ball.
Hey, we're not going to onside kick. We'll do that fake punt. Be ready for it.
Robin says he's going to be gone this week. Talking about Sunbelt Billy.
Robin, I heard you're going to contribute to the firing
I think Robin would probably be a better coach for him.
All right, let's
Probably.
hit keys to the game. Tennessee will travel to Norman, Oklahoma to face off against the number 15 Oklahoma Sooners. I should have trolled them right there and said, like, the Cowboys or something.
Yeah.
Should have been a cowboy. Even Toby Keith had a song saying I should have been a cowboy.
Yeah.
And their biggest rival is the Cowboys.
That is a good point.
I'm looking
Spanky.
forward to that.
Like,
Hey, I am looking forward to that Toby Keith tribute at the end of the third
Yeah,
quarter.
that'd be pretty
But
cool.
Week 4 matchup and the first SEC game of the season. Kickoff will be at 7:30 Eastern. Prime time, baby. ABC will be covering the game, or you can watch it on ESPN Plus as always. ESPN gives the Vols a 71.1% chance to win. 94 degrees at kickoff.
It'll be hot.
Ooh.
It's going to be hot, but the
be a
weather
little muggy.
looks clear. It's going to be beautiful. Haven't decided what they're going to wear yet. It's probably going to be white on white or white with orange breeches.
they're just waiting for me to text.
Nah, I have a feeling it's going to be something different.
All right, so let's start with the offense. What are your offensive keys to the game?
Run the ball and just play your game. You know, you don't do anything stupid. Don't turn the ball over at a stupid point in the game. You know, just do what you do best and run the ball.
It's essentially what I said, Josh. Play our style. Continue to be run first to open up the passing game. Hit the big play early to get that mindset going. Never take the foot off the gas. Hey, score 37 in the first quarter if you can. Why not? This is a big one. And, don't let the atmosphere get to us. Take the crowd right out of the game.
Yep.
And by the fourth quarter, there'll be 20,000 Tennessee fans there and about 3,000 Oklahoma.
Every one of them screaming Rocky Top.
You think we get 20,000 in there?
I think we get more than 20,000.
We coming.
20,000 out of 25,000. That'd be 5,000 for them Oklahoma fans. I don't think their
Yeah, I
stadium's
think
that
there was
big.
like 30,000 at LSU.
It sits 80,000.
Seats 80.
Yeah,
Okay,
seats
well, it's
80.
bigger than what I thought. But no, just like what they said, offense, keep the identity you got. You can open up the playbook a little bit, but you better shut it right quick because you got more games coming. Keep your foot on their throat. Make them like it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just it. Like, make them like getting their tails kicked. Take the crowd out of the game.
Oklahoma's fixing to learn what half bear, other half cat means.
It's going to be loud. It's going to be it's going to be loud. Got to communicate, stay poised. If you look back Josh Heupel, his teams do struggle on the road, so we need to start fast, shut that crowd up early, and set the tone. The offensive line has to be on their A game, have to win the line of scrimmage, and we have to protect Nico.
Yep.
Establish the run early and often. Everybody thinks that we're a pass-heavy team, but let's establish a run and let's just wear that defense out. Let's hit defense.
Stop the run, force them to be one-dimensional, and that's where you'll win the ball game. Let our pass rushers eat.
Yeah, on the line of scrimmage, you make solid tackles. You bring pressure. You know, their quarterback broke contain a couple of times last week against Tulane, so we got to keep an eye on the quarterback. Don't let him make a play with his legs, and the DBs be ready to show out. Let's make it 20 quarters.
Fat boys, grab you a plate and eat. Eat them alive. Defense, keep the same identity you still have. Be physical with them. Don't let them gain yards. Okay, if they gain yards, get back up, regroup with it. Keep the same fierce and mindset that you had every week. Just because they have the SEC logo on their chest doesn't mean anything. You're still Tennessee. You still got the power T. That's all that matters. Mm-hmm. Get off that field on third down.
Hey, Oklahoma, you're about to meet what the real UT is.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I got one more, Valdaddy.
Hit him, buddy.
Turn James Pierce loose.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for me, the Oklahoma quarterback Jackson Arnold really does struggle under pressure. He makes horrible decisions. It's going to lead to interceptions. Defensive line, let's go. You've not been able to play a full game all year. James Pierce Jr., you've been limited in snaps every single game so far. You have no big plays, no big stats yet. It's your time, baby. Defensive backs, you're young. You're probably going to be out of position at times. You're going to get beat some, but just stay confident and learn from it, and let's just keep living up to the hype. Special teams are side notes.
Just execute and do not let Heupel lose this game.
Listen, the atmosphere is going to be insane. The storyline is there. It's already written. Lee Corsel's going to put on a smoky head at 11:59 a.m., and the Boomer Sooner will be fired up for their first actual conference game. This is the first conference game in Oklahoma history. Y'all realize that, don't you? They never played in the conference till now. NC State was a top 25 team, but Oklahoma is considered one of the big ones. Our time is now, boys.
Yes, it is.
Look, this game, special teams, you're going to be the key for this game. You're going to be the one to make the breaks. You're going to be the one to give us the momentum that we need to try to win this game. And like what they said, look here, this game, it's not for me. It's not for Spur. It's not for Josh. It's not for Luke. It's not for any Tennessee fan. This game's for Coach Josh Heupel. For the man that was turned away by his home, for the man that got slammed, got pushed out the back door, the school that abandoned him. Josh Heupel's game's for you.
He's a fall guy.
And, buddy, I hope we run it up on their ass.
The fall guy for
Amen,
Stoops' brother calling the defense.
Mm-hmm.
All we've heard all year is how we've not played anybody. All we've played, even back in Orlando, we heard, that Iowa, that wasn't that big of a deal. Mm-hmm. Now it's the time. It's put up or shut up. Let's go rock their world. Let's take Memorial Stadium over, LSU style. I know there's going to be a lot of us there.
Let's go give them that rocky top, baby.
It's very nearly a playoff game for us.
We hit the comments real quick. Chase says, I think this game is overhyped. You have a team that's dominated every single game playing a team that struggled against garbage teams.
Well, I wouldn't mind if it's overhyped because that means Tennessee's going to win by 40.
Randy says, give
Very
them
well
nothing
could.
but take everything.
Yes.
Jamie says, cut Pierce and Peely loose. Jeff says, don't let the quarterback beat us with his legs.
He's very mobile.
That's what I just
really
said.
He is very mobile.
So is ours.
Austin says, we out-athlete them. Just do our jobs, establish the run, and open everyone else. If I missed it, go ahead and hit me again. TikTok, the Oklahoma fans on TikTok are extremely, extremely confident. User, whatever, says, I'm so excited to see y'all melt down after Oklahoma claps y'all.
Hey, Oklahoma fans on TikTok, listen. Naval Daddy and myself will be down there in Norman. We'll be there Friday evening. Hit us up on TikTok or on Facebook. we'll come have a drink with y'all and do a podcast together or something. But
We've got
we'll be there.
We've got bets saying Oklahoma will win. A bunch of bets. Let's see. We got Vols by 50, so we got some orange in there. We got a bunch of boomers.
I'm just trying to figure out.
We got a bunch of old folk in here, don't we?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out why they.
We're over 6,000 likes on TikTok too.
Keep them coming,
Do
TikTok.
they crash the bandwagon this week?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they probably will. Eda says, get a feel fast and adjust. Nothing will kill you faster on the road than penalties. That's a good point.
Yep.
It's going to be loud. What is your biggest concern going into this top 15 matchup versus the Sooners?
Edith just kind of touched on it a little bit. It's beating ourselves somehow. It's a different atmosphere. We should just play our game, and the rest is going to fall into place. We're a better team than Oklahoma, guys. Let's go out there and show it Saturday night.
I think the crowd's going to play a big part into it because, even though that we've played in a more hostile environment, this is a new environment. This is something our players, ain't experienced. And I think that Oklahoma crowd's going to be rocking.
I worry that the players feel overhyped in a way, and they just think they're going to walk into Norman and come out with a win, which I don't think they will. I don't think hype allows that kind of crap. So it's just overconfidence for me.
We can hoot and holler on this podcast, and the fans can all they want. Those 106 players are going out there and they're ready to play ball Saturday.
My biggest concern, man, is South Carolina in 2022, Georgia in 2022, Alabama in 23, Florida in 23, Missouri in 23. Tennessee struggles on the road, and I'm just anxious to see what's different. Anxious to see how we do. That's my only concern.
I don't think hype even comes close to losing this game. He won't allow it.
That's my only concern. Other than that, I'm good.
He's been downplaying it all week, kind of. But
yes.
Yeah, Jeff makes a good point. He says Nico's first SEC game, and it's a road game.
And he loves playing on the road.
So
his words, not mine.
What kind of welcome does Josh Heupel get when he comes back to his old stomping grounds of Norman, Oklahoma?
Like he said this week, I think it's going to be a very quiet, respectful game because, they're going to give him his flowers and everything. I think the fans are going to give him a good, nice applause and all that stuff. If you believe anything he said in that press conference the other day, and he said that, just know you might need your IQ check. Now, they're going to be loud. They're going to probably say some things about him, but hey, that's part of the course.
I think it'll. I'm sorry, Justin. Go ahead.
No, if Josh Heupel wasn't the head coach at Tennessee, he may have been the celebrity guest speaker for College Game Day, because he's Oklahoma's hero.
Oh yeah.
I think it's going to be a warm welcome at first, and there's going to be a ton of brews.
I see what you did there. I think it'll be cheers at first. They'll be all welcoming, and it is their hero coming back in. And then after the game, it'll be nothing but booze or brews.
I think, to be honestly, I'm sure probably 80-20, 70-30. They're going to stand and probably clap for him and give him the respect that he gets. And you're going to have a pretty good portion, too, that just disrespects him.
That wasn't alive whenever he was there.
I wonder if they'll do some kind of recognition.
I'm sure they'll have a highlight video for him or something like that.
I hope they give him the Kiffin treatment that we gave. I hope their fans start throwing things at him. I'd love.
You want somebody hit him with a golf ball?
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
That's totally different. He didn't leave on his own.
I know, but still, it'd be funny. It'd be hilarious.
It would be funny.
They throw ketchup at him or something.
They'll probably be really trying to soften him up for that whooping they don't want to.
Oh
yeah. How confident are you that Tennessee comes out of Norman with a dub?
Very confident.
More confident now than I ever have been, at least for a few weeks ago. I have us at about an 80% favorite.
I'm extremely confident. About 95% for me.
Yeah, I'm with Spur. I'm about 9% more confident than ESPN is. And that,
such a random number.
That was 80%.
Yeah, 80%. The remaining 20% is just going to be our road game struggles that I talked about just a moment ago. If Tennessee gets the win, where do we belong in the AP top 25?
We win this game, there's no reason we're not top 4.
I say top 4.
I said anywhere from 3 to 5. I'm happy.
Yeah, I think top 4, but there's not a lot of big games this week.
You know,
so
it may
there might not be a lot of movement, but it's gonna.
It may take till next week when Georgia plays Alabama for us to
it's
get
gonna. We're gonna keep the receipt on it. That's for sure. We've got a number 2, got a number 4 from Bailey, number 2 from Randy, top 4 from Jamie.
He just wants Heupel to plant the flag on.
Barrett sent us a picture of what he's wearing to the game Saturday. So thank you, Barrett.
Edith said what?
He just wants Heupel to plant the flag on the 50-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about, Edith. That's what I'm talking about. Edith's kind of been quiet.
Yeah. Shh, shut up. Shut up.
That's the third time you said that.
I seen James or Jamie or Edith the other day.
Yeah, there's a lot of Oklahoma fans, and you can tell by how they are commenting and stuff that it's a nervous.
How's the
type
TikTok
of,
not went off yet?
It's going. I don't know.
Hey, let it go.
It's still going. Do not jinx it. You're gonna have to get up.
I know.
All right.
It's a lot of work for him.
Thank you all for listening to that segment presented by VFL Stephen Hensley Insurance and Realty. Stephen is from my hometown. He's a Vol for life and literally the best agent you will find in East Tennessee. He's done nearly 500 real estate transactions in the last 3 years, including helping former NFL great and Super Bowl champion Rodney Harrison and his family purchase their Knoxville home so they can come watch their son Christian play at Tennessee. He played 3 seasons as a walk-on under Philip Fulmer, and in his senior year, Stephen played under Lane Kiffin. He went to UT as a wide receiver, moved to punter, and then he finished his senior year at running back. Call or text Stephen anytime, 865-742-1672. That's his direct number. Let's hit a commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
Checkerboard, check the score. We gonna be on top. We're all gonna bring it on down to Neyland Stadium. 100,000 can't get louder. Gators, come and get your song. Yeah, we'll be singing our song. We're all gonna bring it on. We're all gonna bring it on. The Vol Navy's getting crazy on the Tennessee. We're tailgating, just waiting for that power tee. We're all gonna bring it on down to Neyland Stadium. 100,000 can't get louder. Bama, come and get your song. Yeah, we'll be singing that song. We're all gonna bring it on. Bring it on. Butch and crew coming through, got this thing on lock. Checkerboard, check the score. We gonna be on top. We're all gonna bring it on down to Neyland Stadium. 100,000 can't get louder. Georgia, come and get your song. Yeah, we'll be singing our song. Yeah, we'll be singing our song. We're all. Sorry, everybody. We've been having fun on TikTok over there.
We have had fun on TikTok. We're back. We got a lot left to do still tonight on this episode of Vols Deep Podcast. We have over or under coming up next. We have the duel after that. We need all of our listeners for that. We need your votes to crown the winner of the Vols Deep Podcast champion. Spanky currently holds the belt.
It don't fit him.
No.
After that, we'll be getting into our college football pick'ems for a chance at a $25 gift card courtesy of Hound Dogs and some cool stuff from the Vol Navy. Stick around, and we'll tell you more about that.
And our video's coming up.
Oh, yeah, that
We got
video.
the video. We've got 2 of these guys had to be Jehovah's Witnesses yesterday because they lost the college football pick'ems. And it's a good video. I think y'all are gonna like that. And also, one of us have to dip our hand in there tonight, and we're gonna see what the next punishment is. Hound Dogs, locally owned and operated right in the heart of West Knoxville. They have the largest selection of youth clothing and tons of the checkerboard overalls that you see us wearing in all sizes. They carry a huge variety of brands like Vol Navy, our great sponsor Tennessee Trends that Amy Maxwell owns, Vintage UT, 865 Life, 010, many other small business brands. Check out Hound Dogs in person at 9250 Kingston Pike or online at hdknoxville.com. Now let's play over-under. For our listeners, this is very simple. We give a stat, a number, and we predict whether it will be over or under that number. Are you all ready?
Let's do it.
Yep. Let's go.
Tennessee scores 40 points as a team this weekend.
Over.
I went over. I think we scored 50 plus.
I got us going over at 45.
Spire, I got the same thing wrote down. I got over. I'm around the 45 mark, especially if the defense continues to score. Over or under, the Tennessee defense gives up 20 points.
Under.
Guys, Oklahoma's on their third center of the season already. Their offensive line is their weakness, and our D-line is our strength. I'm going under.
I'm going under as well. I think the Tennessee defense shuts them down. I think it's going to be it's going to get ugly.
Oklahoma's also missing their left tackle. They're missing their center, their left tackle, and guess where James Pierce is playing?
On top of that, before the season started, their offensive line was brand new anyway.
Yep.
So
they got 4 transfers starting the offensive line. They hadn't even jailed yet at all.
Over or under, Dylan Sampson combines for 3 touchdowns versus the Sooners.
I'll give him right at it.
I'm going to go under, and that's right at 3.
I'm going under. If he gets 4, that's just insanity.
You know what? I'm going over because he's had 9 touchdowns in 3 blowouts playing
7 quarters.
Yep. So I mean, limited, very, very limited carries, and we're forgetting how good he is out of the backfield catching the ball too. So I think he really does show out. I think he's going to be used heavily. We got a bunch. We got mostly unders.
Mm-hmm. There's a few overs.
We've got a lot of overs.
I don't even know what they're talking about though. They could be delayed here. I don't even know.
That's why I don't read them out, because I don't know what the delay is.
Yeah.
But keep commenting. We appreciate it very, very much. Nico has 300 yards passing versus the Sooners.
Over. I think he has 350.
I've got him in exactly 350 as well. If he plays the full game,
I give him 345.
He may not play the fourth quarter because it'll be a blowout by then.
By then, though, he'll already have 300 plus.
I've got over too, especially if we get the run game going. If we get the run game going, he's going to put up some big numbers through the air. All these Oklahoma fans don't realize how this works. They're gonna find out very, very soon. Tennessee defense allows less than 100 rush yards this weekend.
I like it. See my comment above about the Oklahoma offensive line being brand new. We're going to shut them down.
Under. Maybe 70.
Like I said last week, if there's no fire up front, there's going to be no smoke in the back.
I thought I was going to be the only one to go under. I ain't going to lie.
Nope.
But under. Call me crazy, but give me the under.
Yeah, we're confident going into this game.
Yes.
I love it.
Tennessee brings 20,000 fans to Norman, Oklahoma Saturday. Over or under?
It is, by God, over, and it's going to be a takeover, just like LSU was a couple years ago.
You read my comment?
No, read mine.
I like it over, just like LSU a few seasons ago. We're coming.
Call me crazy, but I just think Oklahoma packs it. I think they pack it out, and it also, we got a bunch of fans going to be staying back for the Morgan Wallen concert, and I just
Mikey has a good point about Morgan Wallen.
I just think that Oklahoma's hoarding them tickets from us, and so people are going to be like, hey, I'll go see Morgan Wallen. Hey, I will make this prediction, though. Tony Vitello will walk out with Morgan Wallen on Friday, and then Sunday, when I'm going to be there, Coach Hype Daddy's going to be out there on stage with him.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that.
I like that. That would be awesome.
When we win.
When we win.
I'm going over as well. I heard the number was close to 30,000.
Really?
When we went down to LSU. I think this is a bigger game than that, and I think it's going to be better.
This
than
is
that.
the one road trip for Tennessee this season, I believe. This is the one that fans circled and the one they want to go to. So
every year is that one.
They got one, yeah.
This is it. Over under Nico combines for 4 touchdowns Saturday.
over, give him 5.
That's exactly what I said. Over 5.
I got over 2. We're gonna let him loose. We're gonna let this offense loose, and no more vanilla play calling. Man.
He's gonna go. He's gonna throw for 3. He's gonna rush for 2.
Yep, I like it.
Before we hit the duel, we want to thank our sponsor, 865 Exterior Solutions. Matt Cole and Chandler Cott are the guys to call. Local business, local people, no better people to support. Call Matt at 865-399-3547 or call Chandler at 865-292-1772 for any of your project needs. Roofing, siding, framing, decks, windows, they can do it all. Free estimates, fully insured. Check them out on Facebook, 865 Exterior Solutions. You'll not regret giving Matt or Chandler your business. All right, let's play the duel.
Dun dun.
Josh, Spanky, and Spur will battle it out over 5 tough questions. This is listener voted, so in the comments, you have to cast your vote for either Josh, the Spank, or the Spur, whoever you think is winning the duel. Spanky is the current champ. He's obviously the one holding the belt. Spur is in the middle for the ones that don't know. And Josh has got the white hat on to the far right. Are you all ready?
Let's go.
Question number 1. Who is the impact player for this Tennessee football team on Saturday?
James Pierce Jr. Learn it, love it, breathe it, Oklahoma fans. He finally steps up and earns that preseason hype that he was getting. All that hype, he's not done anything. He's been limited in snaps. This game, he steps up and he takes over, and we win decisively.
I'm going to go with Cooper Mays. Oklahoma's got a great defensive line. They're really good. And I think Cooper Mays, he's not only, to me, the leader of the offensive line, but I think he's the locker room leader there. And I think he's going to play a big part in Saturday night.
Not so fast, guys. I love both y'all's answers, but my answer's kind of cliche, but it's Nico Iamaleava. Listen, Nico loves playing on the road, according to himself. This is Nico's first true SEC road game, and it's in front of a hostile environment right there in Oklahoma. You know, the lights are going to be on. Nico Iamaleava officially enters the Heisman race after this week. He's going to put up 5 touchdowns. It's the moment he's been waiting for and preparing for. Nico Iamaleava will be the clincher this week.
You about messed that up.
I'm not
Say it one time for us, Spanky.
I'll say it one time.
If you can, we might concede if you can say his name right.
Nico Iamaleava.
Nope.
No. There is no Eva.
Where do you get the Eva?
Yeah.
I don't know. Nika Evo Maleava.
Evo.
Ia Maleava.
I'll get it.
Ia Maleava.
Maybe next week we'll get it.
Ava.
Question 2. What is the best tailgate food?
Pigs in a blanket. It's so easy to like. It's just so. It's just like I just love them. I love eating them in a blanket too, just wrapped up in a blanket, eating your little pigs in a blanket.
I know. Edith tells us what you do to her.
Hey, look, I'll claim Edith if she brings me some pigs in a blanket.
Oh, yeah. If she'll wrap herself up in a blanket, is that what you're saying?
Pigs in a blanket wrapped in bacon.
Oh
yeah,
We're going to have a delivery here come next Wednesday.
Oh Lord.
Whoever brings me pigs in a blanket, I give them a kiss right on the mouth. I don't care.
We got a bunch of wings and we got a bunch of tacos. I like tacos.
All right, I'll do mine. It's watermelon, Red Bull, and vodka. That is the answer. Watermelon, Red Bull, and vodka.
That's not a food.
Oh, food. You know, I'm very much a grab a quick bite here and there, finger food person at tailgates. So I'm going with a classic, and it's close to your Spanky. Barbecue Little Smokies. Put a little bit of grape jelly in those Little Smokies, and they're great.
Whoa. You just ruined it, man.
No, I'm telling
The
you.
only thing good with grape is peanut butter.
Listen. When you make Little Smokies in a crock pot, you put a whole bottle of barbecue sauce, and then you put a big spoon of grape jelly.
Why would you do that?
You are insane to the human race.
Help me out, people. You know I'm telling you the truth. That's how you make them.
No.
Listen, okay, I'm going to end this idiocracy
With a side of smoked mac and cheese, by the way.
The correct answer is wings. They're
Wings are
simple.
good.
They're easy. Everybody likes wings. You
They're
can have your
expensive.
different. You can have your different flavors. You got your barbecue, your buffalo. You know, even you got your sweet heat, where like apparently you like sweet on.
They're expensive, and you don't know what kind to pick for people. Some people like hot, some people like cold. Pigs in a blanket, it's universal. You grab it and you go.
I've had some bad pigs in blankets before.
Oh, God, then them people shouldn't be alive then.
Chad Cox says I'm right, by the way.
Yeah, Spanky.
Look what his last name is. Say what his last name is. Say it. What was his
Chad
last
Cox, he said
There we go. So, point proven.
Grape jelly for the win.
Spanky, you are getting some hate in the comments.
Real.
Matthew says his 5-year-old can say Nico's name. Come on, buddy. Jeff says pigs in a blanket are at the kiddie table, man. Come on.
Pigs in a blanket are good.
Hey, Jeff, he also eats, he still eats the little dino nuggets
There's
for
nothing
Thanksgiving.
wrong with dino nuggets. Don't you hate on them.
Tim says if nobody says smoked bologna, he's going to boycott.
I love smoked bologna.
Robin Sheldon's smoked bologna is pretty good. I will say he makes
We've
a
got
good
more wings. We've got ribs.
The ribs are a good one.
Yeah, ribs are a good one.
Sliders are very good. I
Yeah.
love sliders.
We got apple pie moonshine.
That's not food because I could have went down that road for a
Drinking
while,
watermelon.
Kimberly says
moonshine.
plum jelly and chili sauce in Little Smokies.
plum jelly.
Randy says watermelon with vodka is good. Randy, I don't remember New Year's thanks to it.
We're getting a bunch of tacos and a bunch of wings. Somebody says the Crustables, Spanky.
Yes.
A lot of people say grape jelly's legit.
Question 3. Is Tennessee the best team in the SEC right now?
Yes, I think we are the most well-rounded, all-around team in the country almost. Defensively, offensively, special teams, we got athletes everywhere. We will compete with anybody in the country. I'd take our guys and put them up against anybody.
I say yes, too. I'm going to give you a different kind of stat. 191-13. That's our point totals for and against right now. It's 191-13. That's through 3 games. In years past, we've had to stress through some of these cupcake games. Remember Austin Peay? Austin Peay?
Yeah.
Austin Peay's a thing of the past right now. Other teams have struggled in their games. Georgia about crapped a bit against Kentucky. Bama struggled last week. Texas just doesn't belong in the SEC yet.
Horns down.
It's Tennessee. Yeah. Ole Miss is the only team that even comes close right now.
So the point of this duel here is, and I get it, sometimes we all agree, but I'll be danged if I'm going to let all 3 of us agree. And do I think Tennessee's up there? Yes, I do. But I'm going to go with number 1. I think Ole Miss. I think Kiffin has hit
better than
the
Texas.
Portal. Yes, because I just don't. I just don't
I'm going
think
to stop
Texas
you
is SEC.
before you even finish your
Okay,
statement.
go ahead
You
and
said
start.
Kiffin has hit the portal.
Yeah.
And done what?
Well, they've obviously done what they are
They
supposed
paid
to.
for everything, just like Texas A&M did a couple years ago, and they crapped the bed.
How much did we pay for Nico?
I don't know. It never really
Okay,
got
see,
released.
so look,
you can be skeptical about it and say,
So look here, this whole paying thing, look, it's a thing of the past. It's legal now. You can do it. That's called the portal. Look, obviously the transfer portal, NIL, it's helped Tennessee out too. Just because someone else does it doesn't mean we got to sit back and complain about it. It's either adapt to it or get left behind. Ole Miss has done the portal. They are scary. I wouldn't want to play them. I wouldn't. Okay, and do I think we're a good team? Hell yeah.
I would take our guys 10 times out of 10 every day of the week.
Well, I would take ours too. But look, the purpose
No,
of this is
you're not taking them.
We are supposed to argue here.
Okay,
If I just
well,
said
I'm
Are you
Tennessee-
really arguing for Lane Kiffin?
You're arguing for Lane Kiffin
Yeah.
over us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over us.
Yeah, because
Okay.
the duel is supposed to be, we're supposed to be arguing, supposed to have different answers here. I'm not just going to sit here and get the copycat answer and get all these people.
All right, pick it right now. Ole Miss versus Tennessee. Who wins?
Right now, Tennessee.
Well, then what the hell are you arguing about?
That's exactly.
Answer
Exactly.
is who is the best team in the SEC right now.
We
And
are.
I think it's Ole Miss. Now, after Saturday,
You
it
just
could be
said Tennessee would beat Ole Miss.
You just said, yeah.
What's the question? Did it say who would beat
No,
each
but we
other?
asked you.
Who is the best?
But how can you say that Ole Miss is the best if you just said we would beat them right now?
The best of the SEC right now. I think Ole Miss is.
Well, then you think Ole Miss would beat us.
Did I say that? No. I literally
You
said
literally
Tennessee.
just said it, Spanky.
What is the purpose of this? Fine, I'll say Tennessee, everybody, because I want to be like these two
That's fair.
jackasses.
There you
that
go.
agree with
Okay.
each other
Next question.
all the time because they want your votes. Because they want this.
You're just going to vote for yourself
they want
anyway.
this little belt here because this makes them feel special in life because this is all they got. Sorry.
You busted some more eardrums with that question.
Yeah.
We got Spanky that's trash. Kiffin lover Spanky. Spanky's lost his mind.
There is nothing wrong with a visor, everybody.
Spanky's a closet gator.
Closet Gator. He was a
Closet.
He's still a
wearing that
Gator
blue
fan.
and orange underneath
Yeah.
that regular orange.
Jamie says if I was a Gator fan, I wouldn't want to play
Spanky's
anyone either.
wearing Florida Gator thongs right now.
See, look, you're welcome. Let me tell you what I just did. I just blew our inbox up. I just did what I was supposed to. I made people comment. You're welcome, Luke. It's okay. I don't care to be hated to help get this show.
But
some
you know,
numbers here.
but you know what you done?
What'd I do?
You conceded.
So-
You was on
What'd
that
I do?
horse.
He
You
is-
was on that
he
horse
is
about
conceded.
arguing. You was on that horse about arguing. Then we both got on to you,
And then
and then
he
you
says, yep,
conceded.
yep, you
did.
Like a little punk you are.
Yeah, guess what? I conceded, but also guess what? Let's count. I think we're over at 20 comments about me. So, Luke, you're welcome, buddy. Thank you.
Well, the numbers are good, Spanky. I
That's
appreciate
the Vol
it.
Daddy
Thank
to
you.
you. That's the Vol Daddy
Let us
to you.
know in the comments who is winning the duel. Randy says
It's
he's
not
a mole.
Spanky.
No, it's
Okay.
Spanky.
I'll take the comments.
Hey,
Y'all
just go ahead.
welcome.
Just go ahead and put that belt right there. You're not winning tonight.
Hey, it's okay. I did more for this show than this belt ever did.
You-
I got the comments. I got the people talking.
You might as well
You're
not.
welcome, buddy.
You
There's
might as
a-
well not even answer the next two
Yeah, there's a
questions.
lot of my name in here about get him because he's an idiot.
You better be glad I'm sitting between you two.
All right, question 4.
I feel like a jelly sandwich myself.
Question 4. After seeing Kentucky handle Georgia, is Georgia overrated or do they deserve the number 2 spot?
Listen. Here's the reality of the situation. Any win on the road in the SEC is a good win. You know, we've said it ourselves before, this is the toughest conference in the country, period. They're still Georgia. Until someone knocks them off, they'll remain in the top 2 or 3. I want them at number 1 and number 2 when we play them here in November. So, yeah, they're still the second best team in the country according to the polls. That's probably where they're going to stay. Are they really, though?
I'm going to go out and say it. They're overrated, man. This is not the Georgia of the last few years. The Georgia the last couple of years, they blow that Kentucky team out. That is a horrible, horrible, horrible Kentucky team that they just went toe-to-toe with. And you can say SEC, night game, on the road, whatever. We went up there, and, yeah, we had a little bit of a dogfight, but and I love Joe Milton, but we went up there with Joe Milton and beat him.
Listen.
This is supposed to be one of their best quarterbacks to ever come
By
through.
technicality, we did not do that. We ain't played at Kentucky yet. We played at Tennessee this year.
I said last year.
Last year, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Pay attention.
Okay, sorry.
You
He
didn't
had a
listen.
Josh moment from
Go
last
ahead.
week.
Hey, you know, I also say this: Tennessee goes to Oklahoma this Saturday night, and we play just like Georgia, and we squeak out of there of a win by 3 points at the very end of the game. You know what? I'm walking out of Norman, Oklahoma, a happy man.
Look, like Spurs said, any SEC win's a good win. Now, look, I do think every team, even the good teams, they're rough to have bad weeks. I just think Georgia had a bad week, and I think it was Kentucky's Super Bowl because anytime you're playing the best team,
I
in
thought
the
we was
country-
Kentucky Super Bowl.
And well,
Every game in
obviously
Kentucky.
we're not number one. It's obvious anytime you play the best team out there, it's your Super Bowl because when you win for so long, you become people's best game of the year. Okay, and that's just how it is.
I'll tell you what Georgia did. They showed weakness, and that's something that we've not seen from Georgia in probably 4 years, is a weakness. They have weaknesses all over the field, and Kentucky, of all people, exposed them.
I agree with what Jared Cash just said. Watch what Bama does to Georgia next week.
I agree. I think Bama will. I think they're going to hammer them.
Is it at Bama or
I
at
don't know
Georgia?
about it.
I don't even care.
I hope they both lose.
How many times has Kirby Smart had back-to-back rough weeks? It's been a while. I don't think it's ever happened.
Question 5. Let us know in the comments if you're pulling for Spanky or Spur. You better get them votes in because Josh is up big time. Question 5. Other than Smokey, who is the best mascot in the country?
It is Cosmo the Cougar, BYU's mascot.
Who?
Cosmo the Cougar.
First you're
Hold
Jehovah's
on.
Witness, now you're a Morbid? Like, come on, man. What is wrong?
You gonna let me
with
finish?
Go ahead. I'll let the dumbasses speak. Go ahead.
Well, he's went viral with his dance team. He's always doing all sorts of tricks to keep the crowd into it and everything. And that's what a mascot's job is. He's there to excite the crowd. He is there to do all these crazy tricks and stuff. And, go viral with the cheerleaders, dancers, whatever.
Go ahead, Spanky. Tell me yours.
I'm going to go with I know who you're going to pick.
No,
so
go ahead.
I'm not gonna say
Go
it.
ahead.
You may say I'm going to say Oregon Duck.
You can say the Oregon Duck.
I'll say Oregon Duck. He rides in on a motorcycle, people. Like, come on. He's out there in these different costumes. He's always there. It's universally recognizable, even though it's kind of copyright for Donald Duck. But that's beside the point, okay?
Guys, I went the other way. I went completely different than you all. It's a Philly Fanatic. Up there in Philadelphia, I went baseball.
Boo.
I went
Wow.
baseball. The Philly Fanatic is the greatest mascot in all
Oh,
sports. He's the most famous mascot of all sports. It's the Philly Fanatic.
No,
That is a good point. He is a good point.
He is a good one, but this is football season. We ain't talking
I
about
have a
baseball right
second
now.
one. That's Western Kentucky's Big Red. Like, what is that thing? Like, can we answer that question?
We've got a donkey from the Colorado School.
We're not talking
of
about
the
Prime
Mines.
here.
All right, let us know in the comments.
Like, what is that thing, that Big Red? I just like how a couple years ago last year, they had him on the side of their helmet, and it was the football.
Next
position.
week, Valdaddy, you need to have a question. What's the weirdest mascot in all of
The
them?
weirdest.
There is some weird ones out there, man.
All right, Freedom Motors. If you're in the market for a car, truck, SUV, work truck, or work van, even a boat, look no further than Freedom Motors. Guaranteed financing. They will give you the absolute best money for your trade-in. They can guarantee financing solely based off of the relationship and reputation that they have with the local banks. The owner, Chris Looper, has been in the automotive industry for decades. He only brings the best of the best to his car lot. Go see Chris at 7765 Maynardville Pike in Knoxville, or check out Freedom Motors inventory online at freedommotorstn.com. All right, it's time to announce last week's winner of the football pick'em. Spur, please let us know which listener won last week's giveaway.
We had over 60 entries this past week. We want more this week. There was a Friday game, so that made it a little bit, you had to get your picks in quicker. John Shipley was the only person out of all the pickers that went 9-1.
Congratulations,
There was a whole
John.
bunch of 8 and 2s, but only one 9-1. That was John Shipley.
All right, we'll get the address. We'll make a post. Congratulations. You won a $25 gift card to Hound Dogs. We'll also post some more pick'ems tonight. We'll talk about that here in just a second. But when there's a winner, that means there's a loser.
Loser.
Our records for week 3 were: in first place last week, Josh. He went 8-2. He's third overall with 22-13.
Last week helped.
Spanky and Spur both went 7-3.
All right.
Spanky is in first place overall still, 26-9. Big improvement from last year, Spanky.
Big improvement.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
It's still early. It's still early.
Myself, I went 6-4, and I'm also in last place in overall. I've lost more in 3 weeks than I did all last year, I think.
Hey, look, folks, remember this: when you're winning, you're going to be losing.
What's my overall, Valdaddy?
Your overall is 25-10. You're in second place.
I'm one behind you.
And what was
All right.
mine again?
So I have to draw out of the cup of misfortune right now.
Woo!
But first, we got to show you what
But
we
first,
what we
there's
got. We got to show you what Spur and Josh had to do last night.
Can we say something before we show this
Yes.
video?
Yes.
Listen, guys, we apologize if we offend anybody. That was not the plan. Period.
Guys, we drew out this cup of misfortune and drew that we had to be Jehovah's Witnesses at random people's homes. Now, I'm going to caveat, we are acting. We are acting as Jehovah's Witnesses. This is no way, shape, or form anything other than an act. You watch TV shows all the time where people act. Impractical Jokers, things like that. So every door that we knocked on and pretended to be a Jehovah's Witness, later on we went back to and let them know what the real deal was. So everyone's in on it now. They was not in on it at the beginning, but they know now. So they're understanding what's going on, and everybody got a good laugh. So
Language warning.
language
Yeah,
warning.
language
warning.
It was good fun, and for
How do you know you
everybody
didn't
You weren't
show
even.
up?
You weren't even there.
It was good fun, but everybody gets offended by this. We want to apologize, but also another thing: cry me a river, you snowflake. Luke, roll the footage.
All right, let's go.
I dressed
TikTok
hard.
won't get to see it, but we'll
We'll put it
post
on TikTok later.
TikTok, go to Facebook.
We'll post
right
it
now.
later. All right, Spur, show us what you got, Daddy.
So, we have the official, the Watchtower, announcing the Jehovah's Kingdom, who is God, and the book of Scripture, the new book of Scripture, the Jehovah's Witness Bible.
So you're giving them out to the people.
We are giving them to the people. Hey, sir, how are you?
Oh, hey.
Hey, my name's Jacob.
Hey.
My name's Jacob.
Nice to
Hey,
meet you.
man, this is my friend Noah. We're with the VDP Kingdom. We'd like to know, are you one of the 144,000 that will be saved and go to the kingdom of heaven?
What is this, the Jehovah's Witness?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, I'm a Baptist. Thank you.
You're a
though.
Baptist?
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
remember, masturbation is a mortal sin.
What do you want?
Hey, sir, how are you?
I'm good. What do you want? It's night time.
Hey, my name's Jacob.
My name's Preston.
This is Noah.
My name's Noah.
We're with
You're
the
bald.
kingdom of the VDD.
It's the kingdom of VDP, not VDD.
Okay. Well, you know it's like right? So go fuck yourselves.
Damn. Okay. I need a second. I'm so nervous. Hey, sir. My name's Jacob. This is Noah. We're with the VDP Kingdom. We want to know if you're one of the 144,000 that's going to be making it into the heaven.
I'm sorry, man. I'm on my way to bed.
On the way to bed. Well, we want to leave you some literature anyway.
I got to be up very early. Appreciate
Okay.
it, guys. But
Hey, remember, masturbation's a mortal sin. All right. Have a good night. No, I'm not. Hey, man, my name's Jacob.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, are you one of the 144,000 that's going to be saved and go to the kingdom of heaven?
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm safe.
Good. I'm with the Jehovah's Witnesses, so we're passing out pamphlets.
All
All right, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you taking one. Remember, masturbation's a mortal sin, all right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey. Hey, how are you?
Hey, doing well. How are you?
Hey, my name's Jacob.
Hey.
I'm Noah.
Hey, how's it going?
We're with the VDP Kingdom. We're just
Okay.
walking around handing out some literature and stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Are you one of the 144,000 that'll be saved?
No.
Are you?
No,
Are you familiar with Jehovah's Witnesses?
I am not.
You're not? Are you new here?
I am.
Oh,
yeah.
I can tell you're new
For a
here.
couple weeks.
Couple weeks?
Yeah, maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to give you a couple of literature anyway.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. We won't take up too much of your time, but just want to say
out here, you know,
out here.
doing the Lord's work.
Yep.
Great. Yeah. Oh, I really appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and you have a good night.
Thanks.
Thank
You too.
you.
You guys be safe.
Jehovah's Witnesses?
It is, sir.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Y'all are Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah. It's good seeing y'all.
You too, buddy.
Too,
I
buddy.
got a lot of respect for you
I
guys.
appreciate it,
me.
man.
You guys changed my journey
Yeah.
as a woman.
Good deal.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all.
You be safe, and remember, go Vols.
Yes, sir. Where's y'all? Are y'all based out of Oak Ridge?
Morgan County.
I hope you feel good about yourselves.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey,
We're back.
I will say, just for the record, I'm not going to hell because Jehovah's don't believe in it.
Lord, I'm sorry.
That was a rough punishment, man.
I would have just paid the money.
We couldn't.
Hey,
Robert,
I can't believe how much research Spur done on it.
I done
either.
some. Someone nominate me for an Emmy for that.
Robert, we could not tell her that because her kids were right behind her.
Our kids were behind her. I couldn't do it with kids around.
All right, so now I have to draw out of the cup of misfortune. I can either do the dare, or I must donate $25 to St. Jude's Hospital. Here, do y'all want to shake it up?
Yep.
I hope you had to be a Mormon.
Mormon's not in there. I would donate. I wouldn't do what you did, Spur. Oh, God. I dread this so much. Walk an imaginary dog in a dog park.
We don't even got no dog parks around here.
Oak Ridge got plenty of them, buddy.
Oh, that's the one he wanted, I think.
That is, I'll take it compared to the other ones that's in there.
There's some rough ones in there.
You know what's bad about that? I still have to do the same thing, so it's going to be another dual video.
I love it.
So I have to walk. I'll take it. I have to walk and imagine. I'm gonna look up some videos on this.
Can we do it normally in our overalls?
Somebody's got to be able to
I don't
record
know.
it.
I'm gonna throw it treats and stuff though.
Okay.
Get you some poop bags too. Make sure you got that little thing that
You
has
should
the.
pretend like the dog died and you gotta give it CPR.
What would our dogs play with each other while we're walking them?
So get back.
Quit humping him. Quit humping him.
We can act like Georgia fans. So far this season, Spanky had to dance in the Walmart parking lot. I had to change my relationship status to married. Josh had to pretend to be a Jehovah's Witness with Spur. And now I've got to walk an imaginary dog in the dog park. So it'll be good. It'll be good.
It was fun making that video last night.
It was fun.
Our sponsor, Stephen Hensley Insurance and Realty, donates $100 of every real estate closing to charities. He's already donated $8,100 the first 6 months of doing this. Some of those charities include Cofield and Wartburg Youth Sports and the Legends of Tennessee Football Camp, which I personally helped put on for our small communities. He's your go-to resource for all things insurance and real estate in our area. 865-742-1672. That's his direct line. Call him or text him, whichever you prefer. Let him know that we sent you.
For the record, nobody click on that link that someone's putting on.
Yeah, nobody click on the link. I'll try to block them here in a second.
Oh, a link.
Not a sneaky one, Spanky. It's time for our football pick'ems.
All right.
Game 1, the Green Bay Packers at Tennessee Titans.
I am going Titans with this. Jordan Love is out.
Yeah.
And it is a home game for the Titans. They are starving for a win right now.
You know who Green Bay's starting quarterback is?
Couldn't tell you.
Malik Willis, who just left Tennessee 2 weeks ago.
Ooh.
Give me the Tennessee Titans.
Give me tighten up, baby. I think they finally get it together. Here's what I think. Will Levis, those 2 picks, they bench him.
Or Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Titans as well, just because of the quarterback play. Not that Levis is good, but Game 2, Los Angeles Chargers at Pittsburgh Steelers.
This one was a tough one to pick. I went back and forth on it for a minute, but give me the Chargers.
You know, Pittsburgh's one of the toughest places to play. I'm going to stick with them at home for now. Give me the Steelers.
I'm going to go different here. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. Give me the Chargers.
Good Lord.
That might come back to bite me.
Probably. I'm going to go the Steelers at home as well. Game 3, Philadelphia Eagles at New Orleans Saints.
Saints are hot right now, and they're going to be coming marching into Philadelphia.
Well, it's in New Orleans, so they ain't marching anywhere to Philadelphia.
Okay. Sorry, I had a Josh on everybody.
So you're the Saints?
Yeah, give me the Saints.
Hey, I'll tell you what. They wasn't predicted to do much this season. The Saints have scored on every offensive possession they've had so far. And the Philadelphia Eagles look suspect, and there's no A.J. Brown. Give me the Saints.
I think the Eagles bounce back here.
Quarterback sneak doesn't work as well as it used to.
Oh, tush push.
It worked every time I needed it to.
It don't work as well. It's not as consistent without Kelsey.
I'm going Eagles as well. Game 4, Florida at Mississippi State.
Good Lord, is anybody going to watch?
Oh, God, this could be battle for Vanderbilt's brother. I'm going to go Florida this one.
Of course you do.
Thanks.
I don't know. Mississippi State has just looked plumb awful. If Florida loses this game, Billy Napier doesn't make it back. I'm going to take Florida.
At first, I was going to go Mississippi State because they, got cowbells at home and everything else. But then I realized it's a noon game. Give me Florida.
Well, I'll be different because I'm the only one that that is. I'm going to go Mississippi State. Give me the Cowbells, baby.
Headline: Josh picks Bulldogs to lose. Let me put that in the headline.
There you go, Edith.
There you go, Edith. There you go.
We got a bunch of Alvin Kamaras on fire. Austin says, "In Kamara we trust." My baby Bash is a lifelong Saints fan. I've got to back my boy. Man, Kamara wore me out on fantasy. God,
That's who I'm playing against this week.
Game 5, number 12 Utah and number 14 Oklahoma State.
It's a solid matchup.
Give me the Utes.
I'm going to take Utah as well.
Give me Ollie Gordon and them Cowboys.
Ooh.
Should have been a Cowboy.
Finally. I'm going to go with Utah as well. Game 6, Arkansas at Auburn.
Arkansas.
War Eagle.
Auburn.
Finally getting some diversity. I'm going Auburn as well.
All right.
This next,
Put me out there on the
This is
limb.
going to be a tough challenge here this week. This is going to be a little intense.
Game 7, Georgia Tech and number 19 Louisville.
I think this will be a really good game, but I think Louisville's just a little bit better right now.
Yeah, give me Louisville.
Louisville.
That's Louisville around the board for us. Game 8, number 11 USC and number 18 Michigan.
USC.
Yeah.
Defense finally.
Give me USC.
USC.
All right,
can't
4 USCs. Game 9, Friday night. Number 24 Illinois and number 22 Nebraska.
Give me keg and eggs. Give me Nebraska.
I'll take Nebraska as well.
Cornhuskers.
We're on a roll here. All Nebraska there as well. Tennessee, Oklahoma. We've all got Tennessee, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
All right, give me the total points for Tennessee at Oklahoma.
I said earlier 56-10, but I'm thinking I'm going to change it to 56-9, so 65.
Okay. I got 45-17, which equals 62.
Dang it, Spur.
Is that what you have as well?
Yeah.
You had the same score?
Yep.
My bad.
I'm going to go 55. 42-13.
Did you have to pull that up on your calculator?
Yeah, I did because you picked my other one.
Do we really have the same score written down, Valdady?
We did. I'm going to go 60.
Look, me and him had
I'm
the
going to go
same score.
60. I had 62, but I will take one for the team. Chad says 41-16 market. Barrett says 55 total.
All right.
Randy says no touchdowns given.
Hope you're right.
God, I hope you're right.
Don't forget to do the thing.
All right. The belt goes to Josh, and it's not even close. Josh won by like 10, 12 votes,
I'm
probably.
happy you can sleep well now that you've won the belt, buddy.
All right, Spur operates the Facebook page for the Pick'ems. Spur, explain to the people how our Pick'ems go for our listeners.
Tomorrow at about noon, these 10 games will be listed on our Vols Deep Podcast Facebook page. All 4 of us here will share the page. Please comment only under the Vols Deep Podcast original post. Your picks. Please select all 10 games. We had one person that only missed one game, but she forgot to pick one of the games. So, made her 2 losses. So, pick all the games. The tiebreaker is the total points in the Tennessee-Oklahoma game. And the winner's going to receive a $25 gift card from Hound Dogs and some cool swag from the Vol Navy.
Edith says...
I'm winning it live, baby.
Josh finally got to win something.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening to us, whether it's live or after we publish our live. I'll be uploading everything very shortly. Check us out on all of our platforms. We appreciate all of our listeners more than we can pen into words. Please support our sponsors because they support us and they make this show happen. We'll be back next week as long as we make it out of Oklahoma.
Norman, Oklahoma. We're leaving in 10 minutes. We're on our way. Go Vols.
Go Vols.
How did TikTok